Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it is showtime. Welcome to race 5 of our Tier 2 Breakaway League. For those of y'all that don't know me, I go by the name of Zotal. As Man Ray, TTK would call me, it's Zalonzo, or Spinneroonie, whatever he calls me, Man Ray. We're hoping he's going to have a good race today. Speaking of Man Ray, of course, this man has been setting the times down there on time trial. So we're hoping that his times will mirror themselves during quali and the race. Let's go! Breaking news announcement, ladies and gentlemen. This gentleman here, Sage, has joined a Tier 2. This man obviously was running in P2 and Tier 3. Of course, with our second driver, that is Inati, pulling out. Wish nothing but the best for him. He did promise that he'll be back, of course, into racing, but obviously due to life commitments, he's opted to, sacrifice his seats and bring in a new driver. So Sage, another man from our Tier 3 league, just like how Don Ravico did it, he's decided to do it too. So he joins the Aston Martin team. He'll be starting on 0 points. And a lot to prove, of course. Noting that these gentlemen are not here for games. It's all about pace. As we jump live with I Am Lippo, representing McLaren. I must say, this gentleman has seriously improved. It's... we are not seeing the signs of him entering via a back door, of course, as some of the gentlemen have put it. This man is competing now, and he's the first driver out. Will probably warm the temperatures up for most of the drivers. Is about to, obviously on his out lap, he's about to set his fast lap. The first driver to go out to set his fast lap. We've got 60 minutes to go, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go! The Django asking, what's the weather like? Interesting. Very interesting. So we're gonna have to see. I think of course the times set by the drivers will give us an idea of how the weather is looking like. It doesn't seem like the temperatures on track are high at all. Noting that it's cloudy, so these gentlemen will need to send it a couple of times around the track. Of course. So let's jump on board with the first driver out. Oh my goodness. Bad news for definitely Duke, representing Tier 3. Crying about his power, but I Am Lippo's time. Well, he's not going to complain about power. We just jump on board with him and see. Misses the apex there. Rise the curb there. Ooh! Has to fight the car. I'm very scared of that curve, I must say. So it's a no touch. Overshot it on the first turn, obviously. Had no choice but to ride the curve. Fortunately for him. Why is this ERS already on 37? Yo, Mara, I Am Lippo. Did he his outlap, his ERS was on. Ah, man, this will definitely cost him time. But let's continue watching him as he is the first driver to post a hot lap. Obviously, with his sector times, he'll be purple, of course. Noting that he is the first driver already. His ERS is on 21%. Last sector, lose a lot of time. But we'll stay on board with this gentleman. Post the 52.6. We'll see what the other times are. Not tight there as well. A bit wide. Manages to hold it down. He'll probably lose a couple of thousandths of a second there. Has that line tight, takes it on gear 4, bit late on the accelerator, already is the ERS. I think he's gonna chicken out on this lap. He opts not to, he still sends it, at least to have a time, I suppose, but by the looks of this lap, I don't think this lap will be competitive at all. But let's stay put and see what his times will be. A bit of oversteer there, DRS activated, down the straight. He will post 135, definitely not competitive at all. Let's jump on board. Who are we on board with now? It's a blue car. I'm assuming it's Selfie Songo. No, it is a Mumfundo. No, it is his teammate. Look at that, guys. This guy is about to cross the line to the finish line. It's Ludi T. Yo, apologies. Confused there, being colorblind. He posted 133.8. His times are definitely improved. Sage, debut in tier 2, moves up into P2 with the 134.1. Definitely will improve. Let's have a look at the weather. That was a good question there by Jangle. Are we going to be seeing drops of rain? What's going on? As things stand. The Tindo posted 135.2. Will definitely want to improve on that time. Mumfundo posts at 133.1, which takes him up to P1. Let's jump on board with his teammates. About to take the last turn, the last sector. About to send it straight. DRS will be activated. TTK himself. What will his time be? Man Ray posted 133 flat, just ahead of his teammates by literally a tenth. So TTK 86 assists. TTK who? TTK what? TTK Bumbuckmat Don Rabico, of course. The pace setter says I'll post a 130. What? Literally more than a second faster than everyone on track. Does this man need to come out again? I do not think so. 131 flat for Don. Representing AlphaTauri. He says, thank you very much. I think that's me for Quali. Context has managed to join us. Shout out to him. Of course, noting load shedding Twitch is on his outlap. Let's jump on board with the P2 finisher of the last race, and that's Spy. I'm happy for him. Didn't have no incidents. He's about to send it on the last sector. Has a fuel flashing red, of course, running low on fuel. But remember, ladies and gentlemen, of course, as we go along, track temperatures are going to improve. What will Spy post? He posted 133.3, which takes him up into P7, ladies and gentlemen. Let's jump on board with the Salvi Sango, representing Red Bull. He has a purple second sector. Currently in P11, obviously, hasn't posted a time. So he'll definitely want to send it. Will he be able to touch the 131s? As things stand, it looks like no one's gonna touch the 131s. Don has said 131 flat. Remember, this gentleman in Monza posted the fastest time across all tiers. Well, okay, cool. See, the Django will obviously complain and mention the mere fact that obviously it was gonna rain, so set up, but still, Don posted the fastest time. Is he gonna post the fastest time again this week? SLB moves up to P5 for the 132.9, touches the 132s, not far off from Tindo, who finds himself in P4. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. It's Tier 2 Race 5, and we are live in France. Oh, Selby decides to Della a young spinneroonie and reset back on track. Currently in P5. Man Ray has dropped down to P6. We'll definitely have something to say about that. As same as this man, his teammate Mumfundo, P7. Spy is in P8. Let's jump on board with Context, who's still in the pit for him. Twitch, I think he might be sending it again, of course, noting that he's touching the 140s there. Might have made a mistake, of course, but we'll stay put with the Red Bull driver. Less than 10 minutes to go, ladies and gentlemen. Bit of traffic in front of Twitch. I hope the Alpine is aware of that. Might have decided to give him a bit of slipstream there down the straight. He improves his time, of course, by 4 seconds, noting that he's on a 139. He will need another second or 2 on top of that to just improve his time. His ERS is on 16%. Enough to take him across the line, I would assume. Drops down to gear 3, bends that car, presses the accelerator, moves up to gear 7. How tight is he gonna be? Does he opt to continue? Yes, he does with 10% ERS. He's about to enter the DRS zone down to gear 2. He says 3, 4, DRS activated. What will Twitch's time be? He will post the 134.1, which takes him up to P11. 8 minutes to go. He's got some time to improve on that time, of course. Let's jump on board with Contact Zaffa, still chilling on the pits. Let's go back live to Mfundo. I'm assuming he is sending it again, of course. Goes down to gear 5, misses the apex touch, has that line. Short shift down to gear 3, doesn't take it out to 4, no, chooses to hug the line. Oh, short shifts to 5 does Mfundo. And he sends it representing Alpine, of course, in P7. Keep an eye on John. He's on his outlap. We'll quickly jump on board with him. And we'll definitely make that his audio, the race's audio lap. Let's just keep our eyes on Mfundo. Goes down to gear 4. Eros in 67. Easy, gonna improve on his time. Let's keep a close eye on him. Does he improve his time? No. He's 3 tenths off as Mfundo. Currently in P7. Has a lot of work to do. Tier 3. Sector 3, Tier 3. Has the line. Short shifts down. Takes it to gear 5. Moves up to gear 6. That's Mfundo. I like that. Already playing with the high gears is Mfundo. New man to the world. Well, not so new anymore. But he's holding it down. Let's see what his time will be. Keeps it at gear 5. I don't know if that is costing him time or not. Hugs the apex, doesn't touch it, moves up to gear 4. DRS was activated. What will his time be? Will he improve on his time? Let's have a look. No, he does not. Audio lap it is, ladies and gentlemen. Invalidates his lap. Oh, Don. He quickly cuts corners, goes back. He definitely, I'm assuming he's gonna pit for fresh sauce. Let's jump on board with Debo, the Ferrari representative. We haven't seen Debo's teammate this season. I wonder who's Debo's teammate. If you can let me know there in the comments. He's the only driver that's been representing Ferrari throughout the season, so I wonder where his teammate is at. Let's jump on board. Currently finds himself in P3 with the 132.6. He needs to cut that by more than 3 tenths to move out to P2 already. More than half a second of his time has been cut. Let's jump on board with this man. Down to gear 4, hugs that line. Bit of a porpoisement happening there. I think it might be network, of course, but he sends it down. Currently in P3, of course. Oh, doesn't miss it. Goes a bit wide. I wonder how much time he's going to lose because of that. Drops down to gear 2. Sends it down the straight quickly. DRS is activated. This will be a good time. Is he going to improve on his time? Yes, he does. Takes him up to P2. Still more than a second, though, the gap between P1 and the rest of the grid, as Devo cuts it down to a 132.1. Hassan Hashira. Oh, okay. We've definitely seen Hassan Hashira. The comments mentioning that Hassan Hashira is, of course, Devo's teammate. Of course, I'm assuming he's missing this one because of load shedding. Okay. Again. Hi, guys. I am Lipo. His ERS is on 5%, guys. He looks like he's sending it. Is his ERS activated on his outlap? Lipo. Bit of schooling there. Needs to be done. I think he's sending it, but of course he's going to lose a lot of time. Noting that his ERS is quarter to empty, literally. We'll just see his time there on sector 2, at the end of sector 2, which will just give us an idea of how much time he's losing. Currently finds himself in P10, already a second. We are moving away from him. Less than 4 minutes to go. About 3.5 seconds to go. We are live in France. It's tier 2. We've got 13 drivers on the grid, which is a pretty good turnout. Noting, of course, that we've got the ESCOM crisis. Let's jump on board with Twitch. Looks like he might be sending it again, noting that his ERS is on 100%. Takes it nice and easy. Does Twitch. And this man is about to send it. Let us go. Short shift down to gear 4. Misses the apex. Forced to hug the line. Forced to let go off the throttle. Couple of tenths lost there. Yep, he has opted out. Looks like he's opted out. I might just be going again. Is Twitch? Does he have enough time? Is tire wear going to be an issue? But after missing that first turn, of course, he's opted to take it easy again and go again. Let's jump on board with this man. Only driving the 131s. Hunting down the 130s on his outlap. I'm going to shut up and take you through this man. Moves out of the way of the Ferrari there. I think it's Debo. Might be pretty happy with these times. He's sending it, so it looks like he's sending it. Okay, cool. Nope, it's up to not to. I think no team tire wear, of course. He's happy with his time. Does 86 have something to say about that? Representing the hats. I'm sure he cries tears in bed, of course, with his teammates moving up into tier 1, former teammates, or rather, that is Fence at 360. They really made a good partnership 2 seasons in a row, but with Fence's form, that man has moved up into tier 1. Let's go back live with this gentleman. That is Dawn. About 1 minute to go. We'll try the audio lap again. He invalidates it again. Ah, Don will be kicking himself for that. He must he must be wary of this one, of course. Noting that the penalties during the race, a couple of invalidations on his end. But of course, his one shot quality seems to be good enough as he finds himself in P1 with the 131 flat. What is Tindo gonna say about it? Let's wait and see. He currently finds himself in P4. Has that line nice and clean. Goes down to gear 2, sends it straight. No short shifting. DRS is activated. Is he gonna improve on his time? Tindo with the 132 flat. Cuts the gap from a second to less than a second. That's amazing there from Tindo. Takes him up to P2. Let's go. Back on board with 86er. Has he got something to say about that? Lost a chance. A salute it is. Sends it straight. Hugs that line. Takes it out to gear 3. Accelerates fast out of the corner. Is he gonna hug that line? Yes, nice and clean he is. Short shift down to gear 4. Gear 3 it is. Down to 2. Down to short shift. No, he chooses not to. Down the straight. What will 86's time be? Is he gonna take his P2 position back from Tindo? Yes, he does! He enters the 131. Does 86er? What a lap! 131.8 it is! Let's go, 86er, let's go! I don't think Tindo will be sending it again, as he's pushed down to P3. Menray settles for P6. Oh, our TTK currently in a P6. Manfundo, P7. Is he still sending it? Has that line on gear 6? I don't know if that's a good idea. Down to gear 4. Sends it straight. Okay, I get the high gears, but certain corners do not need high gears, or do they? Moves up into P5 with the 132.6. Does Mumfundo. We are seeing a significant improvement by this man. But as Crash would say, it's a City Golf. This is a Golf R, as Sakili Mkiza would say. Some of us that are using the Logitech G29 can compete, but Kuluva for himself. That's how be said. Mumfundo says P5, Logitech or not, it's going to be a battle. Looks like it's quite over, ladies and gentlemen. As we wait for Mumfundo to enter the pits, he definitely can retire on track. That grid, as it stands, we're going to have a quick view as how things are. Done with the one shot off a 131 flat. Definitely competing for the fastest lap in France. Obviously, he took that one in Monza. With the fastest lap off a 120 flat. Currently with the 131 flat. 86er says I'll improve into the 131s or 131.8. Finds himself in P2. Tindo P3. Debo Croft P4. Mumfundo finds himself in P5. Sabi Sango P6. Bramenre TTK finds himself in P7. Ludi T P8. Spizo P9. And I am a Lippo Mister. I'm gonna try my ERS during my outlap. Finds himself in P10. Sige, the debutant. Obviously his first race in tier 2. Got some points to collect. 11. Twitch, P12. And context without posting a time. The Django initially asked what the weather will be. Let us see. Well, looks pretty healthy, I must say. Session will start in 21. Oh, I'm assuming the drivers are still loading, or someone might have just clicked without the setups. Session will start in 0:00 seconds. I think the drivers are still loading. It's race 5, ladies and gentlemen. The season is moving, and it's moving fast. Shout out to all the viewers watching. Put the word out there. Don't forget to click the like, the subscribe, and the notifications button. Let's go. Let's break away. Missed Quali, says Justice. Yeah. Well, done being done. Posted a 131 flat. 86er said, I'm not gonna allow newbies to touch the 131s with the 131.8s. The rest of the grid were over 132s. Even now, well-known TTK champ finds himself, I think, in P7, representing ALP. That is Manray. So, the grid, as things stand, of course, Don P1. Let's quickly have a look at the strategies. This will give us an idea, of course, of how the weather will be. Yes, let us go. Don has opted to start on the medium compound tire. 86er says hard. MP2. Tindo also has opted for the medium compound tire. France is not known for a lot of safety cars, so one wonders what's going to happen in this race. Sage, our debutant, representing the Aston Martin, of course, taking Inati's seat, finds himself in P11. He's also opted for the medium compound tire. The rest of the grid have said, well, let's go. We are taking this one long. It's race 5. We've got 27 laps of action. Live in France. It's tier 2. Predicted strategies, as you can see. Hard compounds expected to go a minimum of 15 laps. Ooh, dawn. Fortunately for you, it's an outlap. You definitely do not want to do that during the race. Just in time, says Ty. Ty, sometimes you must just bring Opera Talks. I need to, have some a commentary section, with the Bread Talks, just to see what his views are with our Tier 2 drivers. Of course, all these gentlemen have got raw pace. Most of them can definitely compete with the Tier 1 runners. It's tough there at Tier 1. Definitely tough there in Tier 1. But yeah, we will see. Everybody, 86, where's Allah? We'll go to the grid again. Don finds himself in P1, 86er. Opted to go for the hard compound tire, finds himself in P2. Tindo, another driver who's opted to go on the medium compound tire, finds himself in P3. He will definitely want to make sure that he makes the move on 86er, noting that he's starting on the hard compound tire. Debo, representing Ferrari today, finds himself in P4. Mumfundo, new to the wheel, on the hard compound tire, finds himself in P5. Salbi Sango, P6, representing Red Bull. TTK, Brahman Ray finds himself in P7. Ludi, representing the Williams, P8. Spy finds himself in P9. And I am Lippo rounds off the points position. Sage, 11. Twitch, 12. Let us go. Lights. Another second. And it is lights out. No drive-through penalty. John says thank you very much. We are off, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, the Alpine of the Fundo. I'm not sure where was the contact, but we are live. Don finds himself in P1, 86er, manages to hold it down. Tendo has dropped down. Debo says thank you very much on the hard compound tire and moves up to P3. Drama already. Spy as we the Ferrari of Debo has spun out. Tendo says thank you very much. I'm gonna move back to P3. Spy has jumped up 5 positions now and moved to P4. Brahmanre, TTK, let us go, has moved 2 positions and finds himself in P5. Ludi T has made up 2 positions. Sidge, our debutant, moving from P3, his debut race, opted to start on the medium compound tire, has moved up 4 positions and is within the points. Let us go. Debo will be kicking himself, of course, with that spin, has dropped up 4 positions to P8, and Twitch has made 3 positions and moved to P9. Oh, the biggest loser is Salbi Songo and Mamfundo. Don already has opened a gap of 1.2 seconds. It's less than a lap, ladies and gentlemen. But of course, remember, this man has opted to start on the medium compound tire. So 86 needs to just manage that gap as much as possible. Noting that he started on the medium compound tire. Does he have the pace though? Does he have the pace? The gap already 1.6 seconds. Is it a case of 86er trying to keep up with Don, or does he manage Tindo, who is already 1.8 seconds behind him? A bit of an incident at the start, but with Debo spinning, finds himself in P3. Start of lap 2, ladies and gentlemen, action-packed, Tier 2, race 5. Oh no! Who has gone off track? Who has gone off track, ladies and gentlemen? The teammates! The teammates again! We meet again! Oh my gosh. Tindo has lost so much time with that spin. One would assume that his tire would have been warm enough, noting that he's running on the medium compound tire. But 86 says thank you very much. I will open that gap to 4.2 seconds. Let's jump back on board with TTK, none other, Man Ray. Mr. I'm gonna crash on Sanashira and cry foul. Find yourself in P5. I'm sorry, I take that back. I'm playing with Man Ray. I hope he knows I'm playing. Quite a ground to make, a bit of ground to make, of course. On the hard compound tire, he's closing the gap on Spy. Definitely closing the back gap. ERS on 65, Spy on 98. Oh, Spy is taking it easy. I think it's saving it for when It's DRS activated. Done. Post the fastest lap. Currently leading the gap now 2.2 seconds. Of course, expected. Noting that he's running on the mediums. 86 are holding his own. On the hard compound side. Let's jump back on board. The gap now is just over 1 second. Is he going to be close enough at the detection zone? Let us wait and see. Or is Spy going to be the one that's close enough? Looks like it will be Brad Henry. Does he get DRS? Yes, he does. Chasing Spy is Brad Henry. I think as things stand, this is the closest battle. The field looks to be spread apart. Sage, our debutant, finds himself in P6 with a pole to prove after, of course, Inazi gave him his seat. I don't know if it was a case of Kanye West, or Jay-Z rather, giving his pace to Kanye West here, but Sage with the point to prove on the medium compound tire will definitely want to be as close as possible as Man Ray closes that gap to Spy. The gap now. Oh, there's a spin there by Spy. Does Sage take that position? Oh, he takes it easy, of course. Doesn't want to risk anything, but the gap now is closed. Ooh, really, Sage is very close. A bit of proportionment happening there. DRS is activated. Does Spy fight back for his position? Ladies and gentlemen, he's close enough. DRS is activated. Twitch is within. It's a DRS train, ladies and gentlemen, with these 4 drivers. Ludi falling back a bit, finding himself in P8. Manfunda with a bit of ground to make in P10 with that lost point position. Let's jump on board with Twitch. Hacked with the DRS trade, but he'll be happy that on the hard compound tire is close enough. Is he gonna make a move on Sage? Fig as Sage goes a bit wide. Who gets a better exit? ERS is activated for Twitch. DRS is activated as well, but Sage seems to have the straight line speed. The action up in front. Is he close enough? 2 Spizel is Sage. It doesn't look like it. From Henry has now moved up into P4. He has taken that position from Spy. His ERS is on 8%. Oh my goodness. Already flashing red. He is sending it. But priority, of course, for our TTK is that I need track position. I'm okay with defending you for as long as I have track position. Twitch is close by less than 3/10, of course, behind the Sage representing Aston Martin. It's lap 4, ladies and gentlemen. The gap up front is almost 3 seconds, but 86 is still holding it down. P2, remember, 86 has started on the hard compound tire, and he's gonna maintain that for as long as possible until those mediums burn out. Of course, he's battling the likes of Don up in front and Tindo behind him. Those 2 gentlemen decided to start on. Ooh, Twitch! Ooh, almost loses the car. Careful of the curb. Be careful of that curb. Oh, with Ludi, Salbi Song as well. The battle for P8. It's action all around, ladies and gentlemen. We'll try by all means to keep up. Oh, that's not a good corner entry there by Ludi. That will cost them a bit of time. The gap has increased to 9/10. Does he have the straight line speed? He goes wide again. DRS will be activated. Salbi Songo is saying, let us go. I'm going to close that Manfundo with his ERS on almost 0. It's saying, let us go, of course. I have liquefied himself in P12. Context got DSQ. The only DSQ, I'm assuming, unfortunately for him, he was not able to start the race. Let's jump back on board with the race leader. Having a lonely race as things stand, but he must be wary, of course, that he's got 86 up behind him, who started on the hard compound tire. He's sailing down on the straight, about to kick off a lap 6. His time 1:35.9, of course, currently holding the fastest lap. Let's jump back on board with Spy. Does he have something to say with Man Ray, who took him, of course? The last lap, taking position Number 4. Does he have something to say about that? Remember, Spy finished in the podium position in Australia, if I'm not mistaken. These gentlemen have started on the hard compound tire. The vet, that is Spy, is saying, no, sir, I'm not going to allow Mr. TTK Man Ray to just bully me out on track. Let us fight for it. He's still within DRS. Ooh, Spy! Ooh, almost loses the car. Fortunately for him, he managed to be within a DRS during the detection, which will at least allow him to close that gap. Let's jump, have a look at Man Ray's ERS, currently sitting at 19%. Of course, he will want to make sure that Spy does not close that gap as soon as possible, so that he manages to save that ERS. Mamfundo continues to battle Ludi, but also another man whose ERS is low. What have they said there at Alpine? Is it a case of having an ERS booster? Because both drivers are currently running a very low with ERS. Let's go back on board with Spy. Is he close enough? It looks close enough. His ERS is also looking healthy. Is he going to activate it? Who's going to have the better exit? Spy is saying, let us go, Man Ray. DRS will be activated. Does he opt to activate his ERS? No. I'm assuming he's saying, let us go. Obviously, the next DRS zone being the better option to overtake in France, one must say. But it's nice and clean, both drivers. The gap between Don and 86er is closing on the 4 seconds now. Tindo, currently in P3, is almost 10 seconds behind 86er. So, looking quite healthy there for P2, 86er. But is he gonna fight for P1? You wanna have to wait and see, as Bramendry is trying by all means to break slipstream. Spyzo's got the pace. He's opted to not use his ERS as well. Well, I wonder what Spy might be thinking. Is he going to utilize it now, as he has a better exit? He is very close. He is very close. He even has a slipstream. Oh, press that button. Press that triangle, Spy. Or you want to keep this man in front of you. Well, the gap between Spy and Twitch is 2.5 seconds. Oh, better exit by Spy as well. Is he going to send it? Opts not to. Takes it nice and easy. Holds it down in gear 4. Drops it down to gear 3. Man Ray capitalizes with that exit. But yeah, it's a race for P4 here. Spy is saying, let us go. Who's going to get a better... Look at that exit by Spy. Oh, man Ray. And he had just past the pit entry. Oh, now he has to go a lap around with a broken ring. Oh, that is so unfortunate. But the pressure from Spy, one must say, made Man Ray to basically make that mistake. My goodness. Man Ray lost the car there. Spy was saying, let us go. Siege finds himself in P6. He is chasing the tier 2 vet. That is Twitch, who's got the better pace. Activates his ERS. DRS is activated. Does he have the straight line speed? Twitch says, no, sir. Not this time around. You go. Well, he will learn very quick that yeah, in tier 2, we do not do that. With him doing that, Selby says, thank you very much. I'm going to take that position from you. Not sure if Sage broke his ring with that contact with Twitch, but oh no, Selby Songo spins out. Oh, Selby Songo, after making such a clean overtime. As Bratox would say, Selby Songo is pulling Kushesha vibes there. Drops down to P11. Sage says, thank you very much. Let's keep going. Twitch, by the looks of things, I think the hard runners now might just have the pace. As things stand, Sage is fighting. Bramendry collects It goes from bad to... Guys, we need to talk about Brahmendra, man. Menre, of course, with a broken ring. Let us have a look. Opts for the medium compound tire. Is he going to take them to the end? I presume not so. Unless, of course, there's a safety car. We'll probably have to pit again. And try... perhaps to post a fast lap. It's Spin City, says, and Debo, is it Spy? Spy! Spin City it is! It drops down to P9. As I was about to say, speak about Brahmendra. Maybe Brahmendra needs to stop posting those time trial laps, man. I don't know if it's a case of that, or he needs maybe a goat. Needs to slaughter a goat. As the current goat, that is Don, continues to lead. He's about to start lap 10 of 27. Remember, this is this man's second race in Tier 2. Winning his first race, of course. Is he about to make it 2 out of 2? Is he about to pull a Fancy? Remember Fancy? Before he got promoted, made it 3 out of 3. But Don says, well, we're alive. We're here. We're alive in Tier 2. And the Tier 1, I am coming. '86, I must say, is holding his own. He's fighting to close that gap. He is fighting for all that he has. Does he have a bit of fancy in him? Is he going to represent the Haas? Is he going to say, I'm the #1 driver now? The gap is down to 3.7 seconds. The hard compound tire seems to be moving now. The gap between himself and Tindo in P3 is 14 seconds. Sige, our debutant from Tier 3, finds himself in P5. He is sending it. He is putting the pressure on Twitch. Remember, this man started on the medium compound tire. He's still sending it on the medium. Don collects a 5-second penalty. Is that good news for this man? Is this good news for 86er, chat? Will 86er manage to hold it down for the rest of the race, manage that gap? Remember, Don was not able to open a 5-second gap. Will 86er manage to hold it down? 86er is moving, says the real Koboza. The gap between him and Tindo is now 16 seconds. Don, with that 5-second penalty, has got a bit of time to make. He's trying his best to warm up those tires. Sige collects a 3-second penalty. Will be kicking himself for that. Noting, of course, that he finds himself in P5. Ludi has got something to say about that P5. He's collected a 3-second penalty, but obviously noting that the hard compound tire is moving, Ludi has managed to close that gap. Will Ludi take Sige on the DRS zone? Well, with him being worried about Sige in front, has to worry about Don. Does he send it? No. Debo Mamfundo, does he have something to say? No, it's a DRS train. Let us go. Spy, drop down to P9. Good exit there by Mamfundo. Beautiful exit. It's a DRS train. Sige leading it. Ludi finds himself in P6. Debo, P7. Debo is closing the gap on Ludi, one must say. A bit of straight line speed, healthy ERS. Does Ludi have a healthy ERS race? Doesn't look like it. Sige continues to fight with the medium compound tire. Tindo and Sige have opted to go along with the medium compound tire. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, Tindo collects a 3-second penalty. Oh, it's a 5-second penalty. Oh, Sige looked like he was entering the pit there, but the grip is gone on the medium compound tire. Is Ludi gonna capitalize? Sige says no, I'm gonna move. Let's quickly have a browse through the penalties. Tindo drops down, 5-second penalty, of course, because of a pit entry. They are side by side. It's Mumfundo. Who gets the better exit? Is Mumfundo gonna capitalize? These gentlemen are side by side. Mumfundo is off track. Ludi says, I'm gonna fight that position. Ludi goes wide. Mumfundo says, I'm gonna take the outside line. Look, who's gonna get? Oh, Ludi takes Mumfundo out. Is that even legal, ladies and gentlemen? Is Mumfundo got something to say about that? His ERS is on 14%. Who's got the better straight line speed? DRS, is activated. With that action, Debo says, thank you very much. I'm going to open the gap between you gentlemen, and I'm going to continue the fight. Sage is still holding it down on the medium compound tire. Was it an error there by Debo? As the gap now is 1.7 seconds ahead, Mumfundo is within. His ERS is crying on 3%, but he's saying, I am not going to make this one easy. Ooh, has to slow down a bit there. Is Mumfundo action-packed? Who gets the better exit? Mumfundo says gear 6. Short shifts down to gear 3. We'll move up to gear 4. Does he close the gap on Ludi T? Action-packed, ladies and gentlemen. We are on the brink of halfway. Who has pit? No one. John says fast left. Sage collects a 5-second penalty. Oh, no one has warned him, of course. That says no pit assist. Mumfundo gets a better exit. DRS is activated. ERS is activated. Is he gonna go side by side? It looks like Mumfundo's got the straight. Mumfundo and Ludi fighting tooth and nail. Oh, Ludi loses his car. I don't think there was contact then. He just was on the curb too much. Drops down a few positions. Sabi Songo says, thank you very much. I'm going to take that position from you. Melo says Mumfundo, but was there contact there? I do not think so. I think there was initial contact. But it was that curb. The curb of terror in France. I'd like to call it. Ludi now has to fight with Sabi Songo. It's action-packed, ladies and gentlemen. Debo is fighting for his life, of course. Remember, Debo has to close that gap, undercut, and get those tires warm enough. Remember, this man has got a 5-second penalty. 86er is holding it down. Last thing 86er wants now is a penalty for himself. But he is holding it down. It's lap 14 of 27, ladies and gentlemen. How many laps is 86er going to be sending his car? His fuel gauge is on red. He must take it easy on those corner exits. But 86 is saying we are fighting till the end. Where has this 86er come from, ladies and gentlemen? The gap is now 19 seconds on older hard compound tires. 86 is saying, sir, you're gonna try undercut. Well, I'm gonna try counter you with an overcut, utilizing as much of his ERS as possible. The gap now 19.3 seconds. It's lap 14 of 27. We've got a yellow flag. Yellow flag. Who is that? Is it TT? No, might just be his teammate. Spin City it is again for Mumfundo. Bad news for him. He drops down. Ludi says, well, I am back, sir. Oh my troubles, as the Goonie folk would put it. You take me out? Herban, what's going on? What's going on? Why is Ludi slow? Tendo says, thank you very much, gentlemen. You play games. I'm going to jump to P7. What the heck? What was going on there? Hey, I wonder, ladies and gentlemen. Is the battle between Ludi and Mumfundo still on? Was it a case of Ludi being told by the stewards to give the position back? With that, jeopardizing Mumfundo's corner exit, and Tendo saying thank you very much. Well, Tendo says, well, you guys are playing games. I'm going to take that position from you and move up to P7. Well, it's lap 15 of 27. About 12 laps to go, ladies and gentlemen. Action-packed it is. Man Ray finds himself in P11. About 2 seconds behind Sige, our debutant. But of course, Sige, noting that his pit has got a bit of ground to make. Will Man Ray take these medium compounds to the end? Will he have sufficient pace to catch up to the grid? Well, we'll have to wait and see about that. I Am Liverpool apparently has lost connection. The gap between 86er and Don is still within the 80 seconds. 86er is still sending those hard compound tires. He is managing that gap very well. Don has got something to say about it. Noting his ERS is on 24%, I think he smells trouble. He is definitely sending it. He's not playing games. He wants that undercut. And noting, of course, that he's got 5 seconds worth of penalties. He wants that undercut as soon as possible. Yellow flag, sector 3. Who has spun out now? Looks like it's Spy. But we'll keep, of course, the cameras on this man. Don, the gap is now slowly going down. Seems like those hot compound tires have warmed up. But remember, ladies and gentlemen, this man started on the hard compound tire. When will he be pitting for the medium compound tire? He has to be aware of the 5 seconds that these drivers are getting, of course, entering the pit. He needs to make sure that he doesn't get that. It's lap 16 of 27. When is he going to pit for the medium compound? I think he's sending it this lap, ladies and gentlemen. I think he might just be sending it this lap. He needs to save that fuel. That gauge is still red. He needs to take it easy now. Manage those corner entries. This is 86's to lose, says Dope Easy. But hey man, it never writes off this man. Hey man, I don't know if that was porpoising or Don might have messed up the corner entries there. But that's why they say 86 and takes it nice and easy. Now, is it going to be a case of the undercut or the overcut? Let's jump on board. We're done. Remember, this man has got a 5-second penalty. He's on the hard compound tire. Is it going to be a battle to the end of the race? Let's jump on board an 86er. He is only entering now. Let's go back on Don. ERS is activated. 86er is out. What will the gap be? It's more than 5 seconds. It's 5.4 as things stand. It's 6.4, 6.6. Will this man manage to manage that gap? His ERS is on 8%. He is definitely fighting for his life. 86 on 43%. He's on the medium compound tire. Definitely has the pace. He's got about 10 laps to fight for the race win. Does 86er. Is he going to manage to do so? It's late, ladies and gentlemen. It's late. Ludi. It finds himself in P6. Did he just exit the pit? No, he hasn't pit yet. Twitch has just got out the pit. He's 6 seconds behind Ludi. On relatively fresh medium compound tires. One thing to note. One key thing to note, ladies and gentlemen. We haven't had a safety car. We haven't had a safety car. Tendo has pit. Finds himself in P5. About 3.2 seconds behind Spizo. These two gentlemen of Spizo and Debo, respectively, have not pit. Is it a lap or two too late? Let us go, ladies and gentlemen. About 10 laps to go. Is 86 going to close that gap? He's got 5 seconds to play with. Currently, the gap is 7.0 seconds. Oh, will this man say, well, the battle's for 2 out of 2 race wins. He is definitely making the most of that ERS. He is managing that gap. The medium compound tire is warm. The gap is now 6.7 seconds. Debo has opted to pit. Of course, he's going to go on the medium compound tire. But is it a lap too late for Debo? Of course, he would have liked to fight it at the end. How many positions is he going to drop? Ludi has opted to pit as well. Well, not so many. He currently finds himself in P5. But what will the gap be between him and Tindo. Remember, Tindo has pit. He pit a while back for the hard compound tire. Twitch moves up into P5. Sage finds himself in P6. Debo has just exited the pit. Finds himself in P7. His compound is going to be faster. Notice the gap, ladies and gentlemen. Notice the gap between 86er and Don at 6.1 now. 86er is cooking. Those medium compound tires. Does he have enough time? I think he has more than enough time. The gap now is 5.9. The strategy seems to be working for 86er. All he hopes for is not to make a mistake. He hopes not to get a penalty as Brahman Ray puts the pressure on Debo. Does he send it? Debo says, no, I'm going to close that door. I do not care whether your tires are warm enough. 86er says fastest lap, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go, 86er. The gap is now 5.4 seconds. This man might just be going for the race win. He'll be like, let's keep it to the race breakaway rules. I'm gonna try my best to beat this man on track. Don who? Don who, says 86er. The gap now 5.1. The gap now 5. 86er is sending it. His ERS is on 35%. Look at that petrol gauge though. I think there's a bit of underfueling for 86er. He has to manage that. He has to be very careful of that. The gap is now 4.8. Let's jump back on board with Don. Petrol gauge looking nice and healthy. All he has to do is manage those hard compound tires. He has time. He has time to send it on the last few laps. But 86er is fighting. The gap is now 4.6 seconds. Will John kick himself for that 5-second penalty? 86 is saying, let us go. These two gentlemen, 86 is as fastest lap again. Let's go, 86, the tallest man in the world. Ben Kobe says Paizo needs to start talking now. His quiet boy era might just be over. Finds himself in the podium position. This man, I think, pit for the hard compound tire very early. Is he taking these hard compounds to the end? He's managing nice and he's managing them, I must say. Taking nice and easy. But will they go to the end? Oh, look at the lap. He's done 19 laps on those hard compound tires. Does he have to pit? Does he have to pit? Well, I'm not sure if he has to pit. But I don't recall any incident with Spy. But he finds himself in P3. He's managing that gap pretty well from his teammates. That is Attendo, currently in P4. That gap has been 3 seconds for a while. 86, ladies and gentlemen. It's saying, let us go, Don. Vamos, amigos. His lap times are flat. Literally 600ths of a second. We've got a yellow flag. Is that going to be a safety car? I hope not. For the sake of 86. Well, in actual fact, a safety car will benefit 86. We've got 6 laps to go. 86 is sending the medium. The petrol, ladies and gentlemen. That petrol gauge. What? Is it going to come back to bite 86? It's still red. It's been red the whole race. Well, 86 is saying, well, let go and let God, basically. We will see in the last 2 laps. That gap though was cutting. It's now 3.1 seconds. John is definitely saving his ERS. He's saying, well, we're going to maintain this till the last few laps. Tyson saying, 86 is pulling, I know my car stunt. Mfundo makes a position to Selby Songo. Is it side-by-side action? It looks like it's side-by-side action. Mfundo says, I'm going to take the inside line. Well, Selby definitely going to get DRS. Better exit by Selby Songo. Hopefully no dirty air is going to affect him. ERS is going to be activated. That red light is flashing red. DRS is activated. Selby says, I'm going to fight back for that position. You try brake slipstream, I'm going to take it on the inside. Will Selby Songo take that position? Yes, he does. He gets that position back from Mfundo. Finds himself in P9. Ludi T is back for some drama. His ERS is a bit healthy, of course. These two are flashing red. Spyzo has opted to enter them on the soft compound tire. Does he have enough time though? Does he have enough time to close the gap? Will the soft compound tire last for 5 laps? Well, noting that he just pit now, looks like it will. Debo is fighting with Sige. Our debutant, Sige, finds himself in B5. That will definitely be a good return, but Debo's got something to say about that. He sends it on the inside. There's a bit of contact there between Sige and Debo, but Debo says thank you very much. A good thing that it didn't hit affect rather Sige that much, and was able to maintain that gap between himself and Debo. The gap now slowly increasing between 86. Let's jump on board. Is Sige close enough? No. Debo says I will open the gap to more than 1 second. Does Debo Sige get DRS? No is the answer. Twitch holding it down in P4. Remember, this man is pit and is gunning for another podium position. What is the gap between him and Tindo? Oh, it's 4.3 seconds, ladies and gentlemen. Tindo also has a 5-second penalty. Will he be kicking himself for that one? Let's jump back on board with the 86er, ladies and gentlemen. ERS management nice and clean. Petrol. I keep raising the question marks on that petrol for 86er. Ooh, a bit of oversteer. Is he losing or gonna lose time? Don is hitting him with a bit of experience. Don is hitting him with a bit of experience. He's managing that gap right now, noting, of course, that he's got 5 seconds to play with, and he's saving ERS as much as possible. Bad Colby says 86er might be struggling right now. The gap is still at 2.8 seconds. 86er will need to catch up to, I'm assuming, is it Man Ray? Has Man Ray been lapped, ladies? Oh, yo, namayo. Man Ray has been left by the race leader. Finds himself in P11. Is he using him for a bit of DRS? Oh my goodness, Man Ray. Well, we move. The gap now is 3.1 seconds. Does 86 still have a bit of fight in him? 3.2 seconds. He's got about 4 laps to play with. Petrol is still red. Has 86 shot himself on the foot? Was he budgeting on a safety car? He is definitely stuck or caught between a rock and a hard place. Does he manage his fuel? Or does he fight for the race win? What would you guys be doing? Let me know in the comments. Tricky one for 86, a tricky one. Lap 24 of 27. Still a bit of racing to do. Well, Bramendre is fighting it there with the race leader. He's definitely fighting. He doesn't want to be left. Let's jump on board with Bramendre as he chases the race leader. We're going to stay on board just to see if the race pace is there for Man Ray. Looks like it is, of course. He's on the medium compound tire. But he definitely needs to unlap himself. The fastest lap, ladies and gentlemen. Still stays with 86er. Spy on the soft compound tire only managed a 135.3. So that extra point is going to 86er. 86er still manages that gap. Manray will get DRS. He's trying his best not to be lapped. Trying his utmost best. 86er is managing that gap very well. But how long? How long will he go for? Is he lifting? Let's keep a close eye. Is he lifting? He is trying his best to maintain that gap of 5 seconds on the medium compound tire. He looks like he's lifting, of course. Definitely looks like he's lifting. Yes, he is lifting. But his times are flat. Look at that. 200ths of a second from his fastest time. 86 is definitely fighting for the race win. Good over for himself with the petrol, says 86er. It's lap 25 of 27. He definitely lifts on that corner entry. Don is fighting for his life. His DRS is now flashing red. Is it gonna be a case of Don, the new one in tier 2 winning, or is it gonna be a case of this man fighting it out? Oh, 86 is fighting, petrol or no petrol. Oh, it's on the limit, says 86, says Melo the Melo. It's flashing now. It's already flashing. 86 needs to lift. 86 definitely needs to lift. He's got 2 laps to play with. Penultimate lap. It's flashing, ladies and gentlemen. It's flashing. You're nah, 86er. You're nah, 86er. You're nah. The gentlemen are saying they would fight. He's gonna have trouble. He's gonna have trouble come the end of the race. Well, keeping a close eye on Ludi and Mumfundo. That battle has been happening the whole race. How is he lifting when the gap is 2.2 seconds? He's activating ERS. This man is not lifting at all. Good over for himself. Are his lifts gonna be sufficient enough? It doesn't look good, ladies and gentlemen. It definitely doesn't look good for 86er. It's not flashing anymore. It's not flashing anymore. Has he bought a bit of fuel back? I am so confused. I am so confused. The gap is 2 seconds. 86 is sending it. It's drama. Lee is having a jaw in the comments. 86 is fighting. I think his petrol might be fine. I don't know. I have no clue what is going. Does he get DRS from? The gauge is not red anymore. He activates his DRS. The gap is now 1.6 seconds. Is he going to get DRS from Brahmanray, who has been lapped by the race leader? What a fight! It's the last lap of the race. Let's jump aboard with Don. He has saved ERS, but is it a lap too late? 86. Does he get DRS? Yes, he does. It's flashing again. Reserve tanks and tanks. He lifts once again. He's got a couple of corners to play with. Is he gonna good over for himself? Excellent race out of that corner. Does he have to fight for the race win, or does he manage the 5 seconds? 86. 86. Is he slowing down? 86 is going for the race win, ladies and gentlemen. Does he still have enough petrol? Let's have a look. He needs to slow down. He needs to slow down. Last turn. Does he send it? DRS is activated. Is he gonna win the race? 86er, ladies and gentlemen, takes the French Grand Prix. What? What? Let's go, Haas. My goodness, what was that? Where did that come from? Don will settle for P2, will be kicking himself, of course, for that 5-second penalty he got for the pit entry. Tindo will say thank you very much. I'm about to get P3, or does he? Twitch has got something to say about that. Will he take P3 from him? Is this another podium finish for Twitch? Yes, it is. Twitch says thank you very much. I will steal podium for you because of that penalty. Debo steals P4 from him and says P5. Tindo now drops to P5. Spizo will finish in P6. What a race was that? Oh, what a drive by 86er. What a drive. Twitch takes the game's driver of the day, but the comments have voted 86er as the driver of the day. Let these gentlemen know that we are in the commentary section. They need to come out and explain to us what the hell was that race. '86er, ladies and gentlemen, takes the race win. Oh my goodness. Representing Haas, continuing where Fenton, our newly Tier 1 promoted driver, left off. 86er is saying, well, I'm going to take over. We're going to fight till the end of the season. Race win for 86er. His first this season. His first in a while. He also gets the extra fast lap points. Don will settle for P2. Twitch says podium it is again. Let us go. Let me let these gentlemen know that they need to jump on board. Oh my goodness, you will forgive me for the screaming. I am so excited. This has been a crazy race. Crazy race from our Tier 2 drivers. Oh, mad. Debo P4, Tindo P5, Spizo P6, Sitch. Debut race, beautiful points for him. He'll definitely be happy about that. Settles for P7, Salbi Songo P8, Ludi T P9, Mamfundo rounds off the points position. Oh, these gentlemen need to come in here. We need to hear their views on that mad race. What a drive by 86, says Justice. That was a mad race by 86. That was definitely a mad race. I'm going to give it a minute. If these gentlemen... Donna joined me here. And that's perfectly fine with me. Oh, Rabiko in the comments saying he doesn't have a mic. Oh, what a drive from him. Will be kicking himself, of course, for that 5-second pit entry incident. But he definitely tried his best. He's basically stating in the comments that he's just waiting for his rig to arrive. GG86 man was angry, says Rabiko, who finished in a P2. Definitely our viewers driver of the day is 86er. Nice battle there, of course, managing that gap between himself and Don. The second strategy of definitely starting on the hard compound tires seemed to have worked for 86er. The pace was there for the gentlemen who were on the medium compound tire as their second stint. Seeing as these gentlemen will not be joining us, well, I guess we'll just leave it at that. Beautiful race from Tier 2. I think the action is definitely in Tier 2. this season. Definitely there. We've had a couple of different drivers, different winners. Of course, Fence moved into Tier 1. So we've got Don, who won the last race. 86er says, well, we are definitely here as well. Well, we will catch you guys live again on Wednesday. Will Don have something to say about that? Or will any of the other Tier 2 drivers have something to say about that? Join us. We are live again on Wednesday. Let me catch a breather. I'm out. Cheers.